Hello and welcome to a very special I Draw You Watch, where I'm sitting in my living room, which is odd. But the thing I'm going to do this week is give you the entire comic process live. So this could be like a fucking 2 hour video or like 4 half-hour video. I don't know. I've not even got an idea of a comic strip. So this could be interesting. I've got everything set up. Let me just show you. I'll just spin it because I can't. What am I doing? Let's spin the camera around. There we go. Whoa! Now we've got everything set up. Everything's ready to rock. Even got my cup of tea there in my turtles mug. A pot noodle fully eaten. So yeah, that's the plan. So the first thing I usually do is check my list of ideas, and at the moment I've got F9, which is an old short strip that I did back on the old site, black and white job, where F9 means fine. It's like the F9 key, and there was a joke in there, and I've kind of kept that idea to redo properly, but it's been on the list for a long time. I've got another one that says Lawrence high fives after getting an answer right on a TV show. Oh no, he throws up the high five and then the answer's wrong. I don't think that's gonna work. And I've got 2 Caps McGavin strips, one for javelin masturbation, and one for the Weber Cup, where he calls pins Skittles. But I don't know when the Weber Cup is. I want to do it when the Weber Cup's on, just because in case there's like 5 10-pin bowling fans that what I can get on like what looking at the strip. No, I used to bowl a little bit, and it's a funny joke because Catch McGavin is pretty funny. So that's where I'm at the moment. So I've got nothing. So the question is now, how do I come up with an idea? Well, I check the news, and I check Twitter, and I check Kotaku, and I can check IGN, and try and come up with something that's topical. But the problem is this strip is going to be going up on Wednesday this week? No, Wednesday next week if you're looking at this, I think. Because this is going to go up next week. Oh, it's so far away. It's going to go up on like the 7th of October or something like that, which is 8th of October, I think it is. Yeah, 8th. So depending on when you're watching this, it should be like about the 30th of September, maybe. But I'm moving Friday, so everything's going wrong. So I could do a strip about moving. Could I? I could. Moving house. What's funny about moving house? Nothing. It's massively stressful. I could do something about losing the straw that broke the camel's back with regards to moving house. No, it's not. It's not funny. I'm sure there's something in moving house. I could do about moving house, and then Kip's outside, and then he comes in. He says, "Right, I've got your house up on the back of the trailer. When do we?" That's not how it works, Kip. Yeah, that might work. There might be a joke in that. Yeah, let's head into Computerland and see if we can flesh something out there. Okay, here we are on my desktop now. I always draw. It's my new ringtone. Do you like it? Name that song. Name that tune. I always write my strips in Photoshop because... Oh, hello's going off again. That's right, it's only the wife. So I better answer it, otherwise I'm going to get in trouble. So yeah, I always write my strips in Photoshop because it creates the Photoshop file. It's a long drawn out process. Basically, I don't like the drawing. I don't like the framing tools in Manga Studio, but I love the paintbrushes. But I also hate the text tools. The text tools that I've got saved in here are the ones I like. So I create the file in Photoshop with the frame I've already got, which is my high quality blank size ready PSD, and that's my basic like bog standard 3-framer with the tied off third gutter or second gutter if you're talking about middles. I've got my snapcontroller.com in the bottom left, and I've got copyright in Oakley 2014 in the bottom right, and that obviously has to change year on year. I've got all of my layers set up here, spares 1, 2 and 3, balloon line, balloon fill, frames, inks, colours, and then the background layer, which is logs, but I always unlock it towards the end of the colouring process, which you'll see depending on how much of this we actually do. Okay, let's zoom in. I always do that, I always forget to zoom in one, just to zoom in one, just so that I can see what the fuck I'm actually writing. And then I just start typing words. That's pretty much as simple as it gets. So it was about moving house. So in the first frame I'm thinking they're talking about the process of moving house, but I don't want to just go, hey, we're moving house today, because that just sounds fucking shit. Apologies for the helicopter going overhead, they're obviously chasing down some kind of pikey out there. So I want to introduce it, and I try to get at least 2 jokes in. You've got the one main punchline, which will be Skip loading the house onto a flatbed, and then so maybe I'll do it on the phone, over the phone, because if you can't load a house onto a flatbed without shaking the house out. So got it. So it like they're on the phone. Maybe they're in IKEA or something like that. So it's Kip. He wants to know if we want any help moving house at the weekend. Because that then lets you know what we're talking about, who's on the other end of the phone, but it's halfway through the conversation. We don't have to do the ring, hello, who's there? Hello, Kip, what do you want? You know, it's a waste of time doing any of that, so we just get rid of that, and then it'll be he's an alien. Does he know how to plaster? No, that's rubbish. But it's just getting me on a train of thought. So maybe that the reply is he's an alien. Does he know? I'll take all the help we can get. See, I might not even. The reveal might even be a picture now, I'm thinking. So they'll be talking like this, and then when they get home, the house is already on the back of a flatbed, and Kip's sort of standing there wiping his hands as if he's lifted it up or something. I'll take all the help we can get. Yeah, that's just do a straight first panel. That's it. I'll take all the help we can get. So in panel 2, maybe it's a close-up of Warren on the phone. Thanks, buddy. We are moving on Friday. If you can be ready by then. And then the reveal is the photo. He's still on the phone. Kip's still on the phone in the last frame, and it's like way ahead of you, like that. And then in the background the house will be on a flatbed lorry somehow. I don't know, some kind of, or maybe it'll be Oh no. No, that's got to go in. No, I've got it, it's better. I've got it, it's better. So this comes up, this needs to come across to here. And then this one's a close-up of Kip, like that. And then this one, a little final line. Now, where does he want it? And then we'll have Kip in a little flying saucer with the house on like ropes and everything. And this is a close up of him on the phone but you can't see the UFO in panel 2. And that's it. And that's how we write a strip. It's sometimes it takes a hell of a lot longer than that. I'll be straight with you. Sometimes it takes, ages and ages. But that is the basic premise. And then we just sort of set everything up where we want it. That might be a bit close there, so we move that down a bit, which means we need to move that down a bit, but we want to keep that kind of centered, but we need to get a tail out of here. That one's fine. That actually probably come down to about there, and my feet are going to sleep where the dog's laying on me, but I can't move because she's asleep. That one I want it in the corner because I want to get as much of the everything in. Right, and that's that. So we save that, we do a save as, and then we're 2014 folder, and it's October, and then we are on to the 8th or the 9th, 14, and for some reason I put an equals in there, but it doesn't really matter because it's just a file save name. And that gets saved, and then we delete it here, minimize, and then we bring up Manga Studio. This background is Last of Us, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's a concept art from The Last of Us, which is the best game ever. If you don't agree, you are wrong. That's what opinions are for. I'd love to have a discussion with you about it. Come over to Twitter. Tell me what is the best game ever, and I will tell you why you are wrong. No, I'm joking.